If it's anywhere, it's going to be over in the storage building. Some other Auntie's Choice folk took the place over, and they're about as keen on sharing as I am on being a sawbones. But I'm sure they're the only danger you'll face. Aside from the man-eating ursopods, bitter cold, precarious pits, and occasional landmines. Good luck.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point.
My scouts reported significant activity in the archive, followed by a mysterious figure emerging from it, which was obviously you. A notion that fills me with questions. So many, in fact, that I have precious little idea on where to start in the asking. I don't suppose you would care to enlighten me as a beginning to our discourse? You took the archive? On your own? That's quite a feat. Even after combining our forces, we've been unable to accomplish anything close to that. My name is Provost Finch, and I've been appointed as leader of this motley band. Correct. At first, we were antagonists, warring against each other and the Protectorate. But then, the Protectorate locked the lifts and doors, trapping us all beneath the ice. With no escape or access to resupply, continuing to kill each other made scant sense. So, I reached out to their commander under a flag of truce and suggested a temporary alliance. We would pool our food, warmth, and resources while here, and could go back to killing each other if and when we make it to the surface again. Over a month, and we made peace about a week later. I held off a bit, needing to really take stock of the direness before making my offer. Hardly. It took days and days of getting more and more close-fisted with our resources before we decided to set terms. But it's a good thing we did. We'd all be dead otherwise. Unbeknownst to us simple combat shivers, there was a master switch that managed the breakers, controlling power to the lifts and exterior doors. As they began to lose ground, the Protectorate garrisoned automechs, flipped the switch, retreated into the foundational buildings, and locked them from the inside. Of course, all we have to do is fight our way into the breaker room and turn the lift and door access back on. But we've lost dozens in that attempt. Now, we wait, having calculated that the odds of rescue being greater than our chances of successfully assaulting those defending automechs with ever-diminishing resources. Thank you, stranger. Perhaps it's just my desperation speaking, but since you somehow made it down here, placing my faith in you seems like a preordained outcome. Good luck.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
So, you want me to take off your top and lather you with cold water just to cure your vanity?
Of course not, that's idiotic. I just want you to say you feel sorry for me.
Well, as sorry as I do what I have to do.
Just get the signal.
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
Really? You think that's the right tone to take? You may be ruthless in selling out your partners.
I don't care what you threaten me with. Not only am I smart for taking these supplies, but I'm following Auntie's laws. When scarcity begins closing its fist.
Is the perfect time for aggressive capitalists. Buy cheap, hold long, and sell high, and you'll maximize your profits. Don't quote Auntie's laws of dystopian disruption to me. I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly imagine she meant to apply them.
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmine?
There's rifts down the hall. Is that what you're asking about? We did see some upper-shelf pharmaceuticals on, the upper shelves. But I think the rifts have claimed them. We've been told to stay the hell away from those things, and that's exactly what we've done.
Now, will there be anything else? Or can we finish our argument in peace?
There's no need to be rude just because I discovered you're swindling. I caught this one hoarding supplies, despite agreeing that there'd be better profit to be had if we pool everything we've got. Ever since the lifts locked down, this pile of sprat excrement has been sneaking off at night to move some of our shared inventory into a little bonus stash only they know about.
You're only mad you didn't think to do it first. The fact that I'm the most up-and-coming go-getter is what's getting you steamed. Admit it. You're jealous.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff.
Oh, you are, huh? Just you. Well, I'm relieved to hear we're all saved.
Well, I might be saved, but either way, you're canned crabble meat.
But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future earnings. Don't be bitter just because I'm the one who actually did it.
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech.
I'll handle this.
Those combatants appear to have been bested by the most efficient assassin of all, exposure to the elements. Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
Just say when. How about some cloud cover?
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Target analyzed. Lay down fire!
Can you imagine what it must have taken to build something like the Archive? Engineering alone is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Another new... I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. Well, the... You, again. Well, it is shockingly hard to argue with that logic. Wonderful. This might actually benefit us both, which is a more balanced equation than I've seen in weeks. That settled, please excuse me. I'd like to return to my other patients. Proceeding to attack.
Invasive elements! Seeking cover!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scopes for combatant. The likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Investigating hostile intentions. Enemies. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
this doomed equation would balance. We tried our modest best to make it to the console and reset the lifts and doors. But it went as well as asking a feeble-minded simpleton to solve for Webb's theory of everything. We knew the Protectorate would have automechs guarding it. We knew they would have them stationed in grotesque numbers. But our scouts failed us by at least a factor of 10. We're attempting to retreat and rally reinforcements, but I fear that's little more than wishful thinking. There's only 3 of us left, and it seems likely that...
Why are you running around so much? Where do you keep going?
Hope you get the medicine soon. Something's wrong with it? Let me see. What in blazes is this? Even I know not to give this to my patients. Law only knows what it would do. Thanks for going on that wild sprat chase for me.
Of course nobody's gonna see it.
The lifts are... As soon as we finish gathering supplies and rallying together...
Of course nobody's gonna see it. That's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
So, you want me to take off your top?
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time there's a device that controls the entirety of the Archive's computronic systems? And it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, the paradigm is in fact... What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might... Oh... During the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. For a moment, I believed your efforts to perhaps... How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Indeed, that's quite the insight. I should return to my work. I'll summon the guards to escort you through the facility. Pay me?
Ready to waste it. On your command. Smoke break!
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Reducing enemy effectiveness. Combat problem.
Seems...
Sulfur and forget.
magnificent ruler. What?
Stupendous stuff right there, you stupid thing. Of course.
Just what are they up to? Search completed in a logical...
Mobilizing.
Initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted.
A pugnace and
Investigating
sponges.
hostile intentions.
Go through them if necessary.
Weapon ready, Commander.
Dropping smoke!
beneficent rulers of one. Please resist.
Yeah.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Appears the only way forward is to skitter across like ungainly children. Resorting to violence.
Make it cover.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Commander, watch.
Agitators! Hopped up on sugar, no doubt.
Clear scope for combatant analysis.
Giving chase. Through his beneficent guidance.
Torpificator is charged.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
Can you imagine what it must have taken to build something like the Archive? The engineering alone is unlike anything I've ever seen. So what sort of things are you into when you're not, you know, assassinating colleagues with mathematical efficiency?
My field of expertise is atomical dynamics.
Oh, Is that akin to propulsion mechanics? Because I can field strip and oxidize a manifold blindfolded in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
It's entirely unrelated. Takes years to comprehend. You wouldn't understand even if I distilled the fundamentals into a 2-hour lecture supplemented with handouts and visual aids.
No need to say.
Ratcheting up unnecessary vulnerabilities, Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
I am becoming rationally angry.
The operator has returned.
In all its many forms.
Ought to hire the Protector for demolition work. This is in even worse shape than we left it.
You're quite the go-getter. I had half your gumption.
Boss is waiting for you inside.
Nice work securing the archive exterior. Per our agreement, you'll take control of the archive, run your little calculations on the rifts, then... Splendid. Believe you'll need to service the reactor and punch processing next. The reactor has systems that may be rewired to provide an advantage over Protectorate troops there. The Order stashed caches of useful items behind secret panels in punch processing and reactor control. I could share the passcode. Pleasure doing business. All right, use the following phrase in the terminal on the top floor in the archive. Enumerative exaltation. That'll unseal the caches. All right, I'll leave you to it then. Check back later.
Storage is I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Where next? Punch card processing or the reactor?